Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Breaking barriers: the rise of women in trucking. For decades, the trucking industry has been seen as a man's world, but that's quickly changing. Women are stepping into cabs, taking control of the wheel, and reshaping what the industry looks like. Today, they make up nearly 14% of the trucking workforce, a significant jump from just a few years ago. This trend is more than just numbers, it's a sign of shifting perceptions and growing opportunities. So, what's driving this change, and what does it mean for the future of trucking? Let's break it down. Historical overview of women in trucking. The presence of women in the trucking industry has evolved greatly over the years. Back when trucking first became a cornerstone of freight and transportation, the idea of women behind the wheel was more than rare, it was almost unthinkable. Understanding this history sheds light on how far the industry has come and highlights the barriers women faced just to get a seat in the driver's seat. Challenges faced by women truckers historically. Women trying to enter the trucking workforce faced an uphill battle. Societal norms played a big role in discouraging them from participating in what was considered a man's job. For most of the 20th century, the trucking industry was steeped in a culture that not only excluded women but actively sought to keep them out. Societal perceptions were one of the first obstacles. Women were often told their place was in the home or in other, traditional, careers, not in the grueling, male-dominated field of trucking. Many men doubted women's ability to handle the physical demands of driving or manage long, lonely hours on the road. These outdated notions created a stigma for women even before they could put their hands on the steering wheel. Then came the lack of resources. Women truckers often didn't have access to the same training or career opportunities as their male counterparts. Whether it was technical education, mentorship, or even basic accommodations like restrooms at truck stops, women found themselves overlooked. Perhaps one of the most glaring challenges was workplace discrimination. Even for women who managed to get jobs as truck drivers, they weren't always treated equally. Lower pay, fewer job offers, and harassment were frequent issues. Women truckers faced pressure from both inside and outside the industry to prove their worth, often battling a boys' club mentality wherever they went. Trailblazers who paved the way. Despite these challenges, some women saw the open road as an opportunity rather than an obstacle, and they made history doing it. One of the earliest and most notable figures was Luella Bates, a true trailblazer for women in trucking. During World War I, Bates became one of the first women to take on the role of a certified truck driver. At the time, the war effort left truck driving jobs vacant, providing an entry point for women. Bates not only signed up but proved she was more than capable, driving for the four-wheel drive auto company. Later, she made history as the first licensed female commercial truck driver, showing the world that women were here to stay in the industry. But Bates wasn't the only one breaking barriers. Over the decades, countless women followed in her tire tracks, taking on roles as long-haul drivers, truck mechanics, and fleet owners. Their persistence not only challenged stereotypes but also created new opportunities for the next generation of women in trucking. These trailblazers weren't just driving trucks, they were driving change. By refusing to back down in the face of stereotypes or limitations, they set a foundation for the growing presence of women in trucking today. Their contributions shouldn't just be remembered, they should be celebrated as milestones in an industry that still has room to grow. The current state of women in trucking. Women are no longer mere participants in the trucking industry, they're bringing profound change to every part of it. Their roles have expanded, and organizations are working hard to make trucking a more inclusive space. Let's explore how women are making their mark today. Statistics on female truck drivers. The number of women behind the wheel is climbing steadily. As of recent years, women make up approximately 14% of the trucking workforce, a significant rise compared to just a decade ago when they accounted for less than 10%. This growth shows progress, but it's still far from parity in an industry that employs millions of drivers nationwide. The increase isn't happening by chance. Companies are actively recruiting women, offering flexible schedules and family-friendly policies. Why does this matter? Women bring new perspectives, higher safety ratings, and a strong work ethic to the table, qualities the industry desperately needs as it faces ongoing driver shortages. Women aren't only entering trucking as drivers. They're also retaining their positions longer, with studies indicating higher job satisfaction rates compared to their male counterparts. Slowly but surely, they're reshaping a job once stereotyped as exclusively male. Roles beyond driving. The impact of women isn't limited to the driver's seat. They're taking charge in other roles that keep the industry moving. Logistics and dispatch. Women are excelling as logistics managers and dispatchers, often praised for their organizational skills and ability to juggle complex schedules. These roles demand quick decision-making and strong interpersonal communication, areas where women continue to shine. Truck maintenance and mechanics. While it's less common, women are stepping into the repair bays, becoming certified diesel mechanics. Breaking stereotypes, they're proving that skill and expertise matter far more than gender when it comes to keeping trucks on the road. Management and leadership. Women now serve as CEOs, fleet owners, and department heads across the industry. Their leadership styles are often collaborative and forward-thinking, helping trucking businesses adapt to modern challenges. By carving out a presence in these roles, women are showing that trucking isn't just about driving, it's about the infrastructure and management that keep everything running smoothly. Organizations supporting women in trucking. The rise of women in trucking isn't happening in isolation. Organizations are stepping up to support the cause, and none stand out more than Women in Trucking, WIT. WIT focuses on creating an industry where women feel welcome, respected, and empowered. Here's how they're achieving that. Education and awareness. Through public campaigns, WIT highlights the opportunities available to women in trucking, breaking down misconceptions that may discourage them from joining the field. Scholarships and training programs. WIT offers financial assistance for women pursuing education in trucking and related careers, helping them gain the certifications and skills they need. Networking and mentorship. The organization connects women with mentors who can guide them through challenges, whether they're new drivers or veterans looking to advance their careers. Other groups such as Real Women in Trucking and the Trucking Moves America Forward initiative are also advocating for gender diversity. By pushing for better workplace policies and increased representation, these organizations are making room for more women in every corner of the trucking world. Change doesn't happen overnight, but thanks to these efforts, the industry is becoming a place where everyone, regardless of gender, can thrive. Stay inspired and keep breaking barriers. And remember, Part 2 is on its way, stay tuned. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.